Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of an update. Last time you watched my vlog, that was from literally October, and the reason for that is because my hard drive decided to poo itself. I don't know what happened. I just went to plug it in the computer one day and my computer was not registering it, which meant that I lost a lot of my filmed vlogging kind of things, which was really sad. But I actually paid a little nerdy IT guy to try and retrieve it, and he actually did. So for the next couple of vlogs, there may be a bit of like back and forward. My vlogs are never recent in any way. They've never been. I'm always ahead of time, purely for like privacy, because obviously social media is like a weird, spooky place. And secondly, because I obviously am a very, very busy human. Editing literally the day of a YouTube episode is not going to be realistic for me. So I've always edited quite ahead. It's always been like at least 3 or 4 weeks ahead of time, which, you know, if you've watched my vlogs in previous, the dates were always there. But we obviously fast forwarded because our pool is done. So you've missed a lot of like the pool got done, the finishing got done, like little things like that. So there's obviously no need to show you kind of that kind of back in time, but there is a lot of like little things that I had said along the way that I'm like, oh my God, that's really powerful. And even just sharing my hands and going to specialist appointments and like just kind of like bringing you with me on that emotion and like feeling a bit shit but feeling good and like all that kind of stuff, because I feel like that's really important to note and share in the world of social media where everyone is always showing the highs. I created YouTube to show you the highs and the in-betweens of everything. I'm not gonna say lows because life is what you make it. But yeah, if in my couple of vlogs it's kind of a bit like, wait, the pool's done, I thought it wasn't done, just pretend you didn't see that. I really didn't think I was going to get much of my content back. We still didn't get a lot of the content off my hard drive, but we have got a lot of it too. So that's a really, really good thing. The lesson in this for you, if you are someone who takes a lot of, I guess, videos and like memories, have 2 backups. I now have 2 hard drives. I have an SSD, which is like a bit newer. It doesn't have spinning components in it, so it's less likely to break. And now I'm having 2 backups. So good lessons in everywhere. So thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy my vlogs. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So it is Monday and I am officially at Frankston Neurology. I don't know why. Sometimes I literally can't say words. Neurology, whatever. I'm at Frankston, hands specialist. So we're gonna have a carpal tunnel test done today, and it's just gonna see firstly if I have carpal tunnel, and secondly what this is, I suppose. So I had to take all my rings off, which I took my rings off during the week because they were a little bit loose. This ring on this finger is like so hard to get on because I have big, thick knuckles. But yeah, I'm super excited. I don't really know what this is gonna do or like how they do it. So I'm excited just to be taking the next steps to help myself. So stay tuned.
I heard someone say it's like I've been tasered.
You don't even know it's the same one. How do you know it's the same?
Stay tuned.
Finished at the appointment. I feel a bit disappointed, to be honest. It's not carpal tunnel, which you're probably thinking that's so good, but carpal tunnel will be actually quite an easy fix. Just have surgery and clean it out. Instead, I still don't have answers to why I'm having such pain. And then it probably will be one of those things where it's like not fixable. Just like my bulging disc in my neck. It's something you just have to rehab. Anyway, I just feel a bit disappointed and flat. I actually just feel like I'm gonna sit in the car and just like have a little bit of a cry. But yeah. I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday now, so to get the next steps. My hands hurt. It wasn't painful, that thing, at all, but now my hands just feel like
they've gone through a huge day of work because of all the nerves and stuff.
Okay, so I've had time to obviously like process my appointment, and honestly I just allowed myself, I drove to the beach and I just allowed myself to like have that drive to the beach, which was like 10 minutes, to just kind of like wallow and like, oh, that fucking sucks and I feel really sad. And I thought, you know, the minute I get to the beach, there's nothing I can do about it. I can just focus on the now. And so I did. And I think this is a big reminder that sometimes you actually just need to take it like minute by minute, hour by hour, and just like don't make one thing your entire week, you know? Even like last week with my my face doing that spasm, I could have definitely fallen into the category of like victim, poor me all week, where instead it like happened and I was like, all right, cool. It is what it is. I'm behind on work and now I can just focus on everything else. And I just moved through that really, really easily. And I think that's the thing, right? Sometimes I think that a lot of us, including me in the past, we actually stayed in that like victim mentality because maybe we got a lot of like sympathy and attention from it. Like let's say, for example, you know, having the stroke. I didn't have a stroke, but I keep saying that because that's what it felt like and that's what it looked like. Me like having that happen to me, obviously my partner, you know, was really scared and like gave me extra love and attention, and then I could play on that all week from being like so scared and like, oh my god, poor me, and that might mean he might be a bit more like, you know, loving and caring, but instead like I just moved on and he's still loving and caring, you know. You just have to voice that. If you want more love and attention, just say like, hey, I'm feeling really down today, I would love a little bit of more sympathy or support or validation even. Like don't be afraid to say that, because at the end of the day, like if that's what's going to be the thing that helps you get through it, that's what it is. Instead of like shaming yourself for feeling a certain way. There's actually like a chart which I give my clients all the time, where sometimes they're like, I'm just feeling so off and I don't know what it is, I'm feeling really off, and it's called the emotional wheel. And when my clients feel this way and when I feel this way and I can't really put my finger on it, I will go back to the emotional wheel and I'll figure out what exactly I'm feeling, what emotion is coming up for me, whether that be, you know, embarrassment or shame or anger or disorganization or overwhelm. Like there's so many little things that I think when you name it, you literally just name it, you can actually move on so much faster. And honestly, that was me today. I literally said to Matt, I feel really sad, I feel really disappointed, and it sucks. And that's just it. Not, oh yeah, now I just feel really off. Like I feel sad, I feel disappointed, I feel frustrated, and that's it. I don't have to look into all these reasons why I shouldn't feel that way. Feeling that way is completely warranted. And, you know, his response was very much like, I see you and I understand, because obviously he has an ankle injury. And he said, I feel your frustration. You know, like you don't need someone to say, oh, you shouldn't feel that way. I feel your frustration. It's enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I feel seen, heard, and all the things, and I just move on. And I did move on. Took myself to the beach, did some work at the beach, and now it's 4:00 and I'm just about to finish check-ins for my Monday, which is excellent. So that's my little spiel. Take it hour by hour. If you feel one emotion, maybe you feel sad, angry, disappointed, you don't have to make that mean that's your entire day or your entire week. It's a one situation out of many amazingness that you get to have that day.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday. I just went for a beautiful, nice little coffee with Matt to celebrate. He got his builder's license. It's officially a qualified pool builder, which is really exciting. We just went for a coffee to celebrate. I went to the gym, did my 25 minutes of bike cardio, and I studied at the same time, which was great. Did a lecture. Something that I love so much is that I actually know already so much of these lectures, and it's really cool because I'm obviously learning it. I'm doing an advanced course. I've done the pre and post pregnancy basic kind of course, but I'm doing a more advanced one right now, and a lot of the stuff that I learned today was I already know, which is so cool. Again, this is like just me ticking those boxes and like dotting those I's and crossing those T's just to make sure that, you know, I'm within my scope, especially being 31 in November. A lot of my clientele is around the same age as me, which, you know, are planning for families and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's just super important, and I just wanted to be able to program. I already know how to program for pregnancy clients, but be within my scope to program, and obviously teach breathing techniques and all of that kind of stuff, which is super exciting. I'm just about to portion out my casserole, and then I'm actually going to go back to the gym to do my steps. I do have a treadmill here, but it's a bit too cold. And the reason why the cold is going to bother me is because I have sore hands, and the cold really affects my hands. So I don't want to be in absolute agony, because I already am in agony with my hands. So if I can go back to the gym, and I'll just do my steps. I was going to go back to the gym immediately after seeing Matt for coffee, because I was already at the gym. But he wanted me to feed the dogs and do some stuff around home, and I was like, yeah, okay. And I've got to do this anyway, so that's what I'm doing. So I guess like this is just a reminder, two things. You are allowed to go to the gym for 25 minutes and just do your cardio and wake up and start the day like that. I feel like sometimes people can be like, oh, like what's the point of going to the gym only for cardio? I may as well go and do my session and my cardio, which, you know, that can feel a bit overwhelming when you do like an hour session and then you have your cardio. So I just break it up. On my rest days, I do my programmed cardio. And it's like heart health, so it's like not actually, you know, for fat loss benefits. It's actually just my minimum requirement to strengthen my heart, which so many people don't do. Like, your heart is no different to like your glute muscles. If you want to grow your glutes, get a strong glutes, you obviously train that. But your heart, like, people only ever seem to do cardio when they're in a fat loss phase, and then outside of the fat loss phase, they're like, oh well, not important. That's fucked up. Not important. Your heart is not important. Okay, it's only the most important engine in your body, but that's fine. Like, yeah, not important. It just blows my mind how many people just don't prioritize their cardio. And obviously, yeah, okay, we all have, you know, off weeks where we might not, you know, be able to get the full 60 minutes in. But like, when you zoom out, 60 minutes in your entire week is literally 4% of your entire week. 4 freaking percent. And you're telling me that you don't have time? Oh, show me your bloody screen time. Show me your scrolling. I bet you have time. And just like scroll while you're doing it. Like, it's literally that easy, bruh. Like, you don't have to go for a run. Just keep your heart rate in like zone 2 or 3. So for me, that's 130 to 145 beats per minute. Easy peasy. Anyway, my casserole. So much veg in here. I have like not the most leanest cut of meat. I just did like casserole beef, which is like a little bit fatty, which is nice. I like to get my fats from mostly animal sources, not fucking peanut butter and Nutella. I like, you know, that's just my approach. And I'm gonna go back to gym, like I said, and just do some check-ins, and just got some errands to do. Got to get some washing detergent and stuff like that. But just check-in day, office day. It's only 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to go and do some errandy kind of things before I plug in for the day at 9 a.m. This is making a bloody mess because I'm trying to like do this with like this, not a spoon. Anyway, portioned into 5 days. Bob's your uncle. I mentioned this in a previous video, but if you haven't watched that and you're just watching this one, I just portioned my containers into like 5, but I weighed it before and I just times it by 5, and then now I just like evenly distributed the amounts to 5 containers. I don't need to measure it out. I feel like when I first started my journey, I definitely would have like put all that into a bowl and then multiplied it by 5, but that is honestly not needed. Like, it's calories per week, and I know that this is within my calorie budget. It's easier just to kind of like think of calories kind of like money, and people are like, oh my god, counting your calories is so bad, but yet you count your budget probably, you know, like you probably are looking at your savings going like, I want to get $100 more in my account, so where can I budget it out? Like it's no different. So that's like my mindset with that. So obviously I just like distributed it in, so it's just like that, and then I'll just put the lids on and I'll put it in the fridge, and then we're done. Like it's not any more complicated than that. You literally just multiply it by X days that you're going to do it. So for example, I did 5. I did 100 grams of diced beef casserole, times that by 5, obviously 500, you know, and everything else. Again, I don't really weigh my green non-starch veg, like broccoli, I've got bean sprouts, I've got zucchini. Honestly, it's like mostly just water. So I just like put that in my Fitness Pal as like 20 grams, and then I just do it on look, same as like spinach and stuff like that. I will weigh, however, like carrots and like my Spud Light, my starchy veg that actually like have a little bit of calories in that, and that's honestly what I've been doing for the last 5 years. And I mean, my body is my receipt. Hey, it works. Hello and happy Sunday. I'm going to talk to you about like the whole Sunday reset thing and why I don't believe in doing a full fucking Sunday reset on a Sunday. So I used to do this when I first moved out of my you know parents' house. On a Sunday, I used to spend the entire Sunday cleaning my house and doing everything like that. And what I found was I actually felt really drained and like it was a work day, because let's be real, it kind of is a bit like a work day. It's not really relaxing. So what I actually do instead is all week I will do little jobs around my house. So for example, you know, on Wednesday I made sure all of my darks were done. On Tuesday I made sure all my whites were done. And then obviously like little brick by brick, like, so on Wednesday as well, I noticed that like, you know, I didn't have any toilet paper or I didn't have any disinfectant. So I started to get like those kind of things. So instead of doing it all on a Sunday, I just do little bits each day during the week. But then on a Sunday, I will obviously still do, you know, little things. Like for example, a part of my Sunday reset is like Maxie sleeps in till like around 7. No alarms, just like body clock kind of vibes, and that's around 6:37. And then I'll, you know, have a slow morning, have a coffee on the couch with my dogs and that, and like just chill, have breakfast, get ready, go to the gym, train usually with my girlfriend, and then I will then like spend the rest of the day just like doing other things. Like for example, on Saturday, I actually do my meal prep shop and I get that delivered after work. And then that means today I don't have to do that. It's like, instead of spending my entire Sunday, which is my only day off, cleaning up the house and doing all of those things. Sorry if you can hear. Like my dogs decided as soon as I got this out to just go crazy. And like, I'm like, let's be honest, I'm not going to stop this every single time the dogs keep playing. So you're just going to have to bear with me here. But yeah, I just find like that's really important, because at the end of the day, like, doing the house stuff, while that feels really nice and it's really good, it is actually really tiring and it's somewhat a bit draining. So I find personally just a Sunday reset is actually every single day. I just make sure that my house is clean and, you know, the washing is done, all that kind of stuff, so that on Sunday I actually have a bit more chill time. Now that's not to say today's Sunday reset has been like, okay, cool, when we washed the dogs, you know, so we went and washed the dogs. We went to Tally's, we got some fruit and veg, and I'm just like prepping, getting ready for the week. So getting my outfit out for gym tomorrow, doing my pre-workout drinks. My food's already done because I did that yesterday. And like, just like I'll tidy up around the house. However, like the house is super tidy because again, I did that yesterday a little bit too. When I finished work, I came home, Matt was outside doing some work. So I was like, okay, I'll just do things. So that just helps me in there if I have a spare, you know, morning. And I think this is why, like, as well, like getting up in the morning. Boys! This is also why boys, you're going crazy. Get outside and play. I think this is why, oh my God, I've said this 100 times. I think this is why I prefer to, you know, get up in the morning and train. So for example, like on Fridays, I start in the salon around 7:30 or 8, and I'll get up and go to the gym. Even just for like half an hour, I just do a lot of my rehab work for my bulging disc in my neck. I just do a couple of things to like make sure that is
still not getting any worse, progressing forward, sort of, as much as a bulging just can. And then I come home and then it's like I've still got, you know, an hour of like prepping where I'll just like do a washing load and hang it out and like tidy up my house and like all that kind of stuff, so that I actually now have more free time by doing that. And that's honestly why I like getting up too, because it's like not just for the gym and because no emails and everyone's still asleep by the time I'm, you know, working on myself, instead of going to the gym at 9 o'clock when everyone is, you know, going to have questions and emails and all that kind of stuff. Everyone's still asleep. I can actually just focus on me, and it also just gives me more time and space to just come home and do everything like that. So I feel like personally Sunday resets, doing the whole entire house, of course that's going to be draining, and of course you're going to go into Monday feeling like you didn't really have a day for yourself. So that's my little tip. Also, I just feel like, just even on that, like I feel like social media sets such an unrealistic expectation for like a lot of people. Sometimes you can't actually have a full Sunday reset. Like sometimes your life and your busyness and your schedule just doesn't allow for that. And like the last thing you want to do is to have like this whole routine where every single Sunday you do a full house freaking reset, and then all of a sudden you have events on and then you start to like panic. So like just do it like during the week, honestly, like little bits by bit. And I honestly think that if you just keep your house nice and tidy in the first place, it doesn't make this whole Sunday reset feel hard at all. Like I think it's personally so important to come home to a nice clean space. I will never go to bed with dishes on the sink. Like that is just asking to wake up feeling overwhelmed. Like come on, it makes sense. And same as like the washing basket. Like if I see the washing basket overflowing, that freaks me out. And so I just put a load of washing on and I just put it under my error. And yes, seeing, you know, the error over there that you can kind of see, seeing that with clothes on, yes, it's not the most aesthetic thing, but it's also life, and I'd rather have that than have endless washing and then feel like you're overwhelmed. So that's my perspective on that. Also, just like on that note, like I feel like I'm so tired right now. Like my eyes are bloody so heavy. It's what time is it? It's 3:18 and I feel a bit tired. So I'm really glad that like I've just had the chill day. Like, and when I say that, like my routine today has been, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I did my check-in for my coach. I took the photos, had breakfast. I went to gym, was at gym at 8:30, trained, did full body, did my last 10 minutes of cardio, did like a 10-minute walk on the treadmill because it's such a nice day today. I was like, I'm going to go walk outside. Matt was working outside in the pool. So then I just took my laptop and just did some work stuff, just seeing who does like their check-ins and all that kind of stuff. Like just the normal Sunday shit that I would always do. Sundays, I literally just do like, you know, 10 to an hour of admin for my businesses, time block for the week and all that kind of shit. And then I had lunch, and then me and Matt just went for a walk with the dogs, and then that kind of gave us more momentum. We went and washed the dogs. Oh my gosh, my washing machine. And then from there we went to Tully's, and now he's gone to get his grocery shop. He's gonna make his breakfast, and then I'm hoping I'm gonna go get a massage. My hands are fucking killing me at the moment, and I'm also feeling like somewhat tired. So I'm like, I want to get a massage, and that was on my agenda for yesterday. So I'll help him meal prep maybe, and then I'll go get a massage. I love going to those like little center places. I'm just gonna get a forearm massage, maybe a little bit of neck, who knows, and then just come back and chill. And then by that time it'll be like 5 o'clock, and then get ready for dinner, and then go to bed, and then repeat. And also I'm wearing this because I washed the dogs and I didn't want to get my white all dirty. Feels weird me being in a t-shirt and Matt's t-shirt. Guys, is this new? I've not seen this before.
Yeah, they actually Rokeby just sent them to me.
Sponsored athlete by Rokeby.
Yeah, literally whatever. I'll drink this right now. Watch this.
Oh, it's a drink. Drink? Is it nice? Is it chemically?
Oh, that's magnificent.
Really?
Mm.
Hello guys, I just finished off at one of my specialist appointments. This is one of the many I've had. Sometimes I think it's just a little bit easier ignoring the pain. I've been in more doctors' places this last month than I have in the last 5 years. I have honestly been at the doctor 1 to 2 times a week at this point, with like scans and neurological things. So last time I kind of spoke about this, I obviously got the test done. Couldn't show you because I wasn't allowed to film it, which I got, you know, the carpal tunnel test and blah blah blah. Then I had to go back to the doctor and he had a look at my scans, and he kind of was just like sitting there like this. I don't know what to do. So that's a bit annoying. Anyway, I just had to get a nurse treatment plan and then go back to him. We're just going to go to a hand physiotherapist, but it had me thinking, like, on this, it's like chronic pain. What's most important to you? Treatment of chronic pain. Needs occupational therapy to provide treatment for chronic pain. And it got me thinking how much I really talk down to how much pain I'm actually in. And I guess, I don't know, like, why I do that. Like, I have a really strong pain management, but I also feel like there's just like no point talking about it, because it's like, it's just part of it sometimes. But that doesn't mean that I'm not in pain. Actually, I mean, actually a lot of pain, like a lot of agony. Out of 10, 10 being really painful, it's probably about a 15, even just like right now. It's most painful on a Friday and a Saturday, and then Sunday, obviously. But I think I really undersell it just to how much pain I'm in. I guess that's like, I don't want to be like, woe is me, poor me, attention on me. I actually don't want attention. And I don't want people to feel sorry for me, and I don't want people to feel bad for me. But it really has me thinking, like, just even just on that appointment, how much this is actually affecting my life. And being in chronic pain every single day is invisible. Like, no one can see it. And, you know, people around me will say, like, I've had the worst night's sleep, and they've just had one night's sleep that's bad. Like, I've been living with pretty bad sleeps for quite a while now, and it's just kind of been a part of my normal. Same thing as like chronic pain. I've never skipped a gym session, my cardio. I've never skipped anything, because it's like, is that gonna help? No. Like, there comes a point where it's like, you just can't play victim. And I used to play victim so much, like all the time, trust me. Like, I've had my fair share. But as I've gotten older, you just have to control the controllables. Does that mean I'm not in massive amounts of pain? No. But it also means I just have to get the fuck on with it, because no one's coming to save me. The treatment plan is not operation. It's that, which, you know, at the time I was like, that would be the easy option, wouldn't it? But of course it's not going to be that way. So now it's physiotherapy, which, let's be real, probably not going to fucking be the change of the world, is it? It's just about figuring it out. But again, I have been pretty proactive in like what I'm going to do next. So I have also contacted another doctor who, you know, they recommend peptides and compounds and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start BPC 157, which is like for chronic pain and inflammation within the body. So I'm going to start around at that. I had a consultation with them yesterday and another consultation with them today, and like send me the referral and all that kind of stuff, which is an injection into my stomach, which helps to eliminate like all the inflammation and like body pain. So BPC 157, there is so much data in that, like it's up and coming, to really help with chronic pain. So I'm gonna be doing that. So physiotherapy and, you know, peptide. It's better than doing fucking nothing and then just playing poor me, you know? Anyway, that's that. I'm just gotten to the gym. It's currently Tuesday, 2:30. I'm gonna do my cardio. I've got 25 minutes and then I'll walk on the treadmill. I'm currently at 7,000 steps. I'll walk on the treadmill and do some work. But for now, I'm just gonna go and have like my lunch break. 25 minutes of cardio. Don't want to do this? No. Do I do it anyway? Yes. Yes, we do. Sorry about the angle, guys. My sticky thing is like not sticking. And I got an appointment in 3 minutes. But I posted something on my TikTok the other week around like I go to a blow wave. I go to a salon each week for a blow wave, and it has been so far the worst experiences of my life. I just want to be pampered and looked after, and I just get treated like absolute like rubbish. no, not rubbish. The way that I can explain it is like, I'm almost like that poo bag you have to carry on the walk when your dog's done a shit and you don't want to carry it, but you're like, oh, fine, I'll do it. You know? I just feel like the biggest inconvenience, because it's just a blow wave. And when they could be doing a colour, but like obviously they don't have a colour appointment, so like don't treat me like shit. Anyway, I just found like a place near my house, which is literally like 5 minutes from my house. And I'm going there, and I reckon I've got a really good feeling about this, to be honest. The little salon I don't even know about. See, the thing is, I've been going to all these reputable salons that obviously treat me like shit. So I've got a good feeling about this one. I've got a really good feeling about this, which is shit. Like, why is it taking me so long to find a salon that just like treats me nicely? And when I say treats me nicely, like, ask me how I am and, you know, offer me a drink. Slow down a little bit. My last blow wave took 15 minutes. That's including the hair wash. Like 15 minutes. How did you do that? So you can just imagine the quality of service that would be. So I'm very excited. I need this right now. I feel like I've had the most busiest freaking day. It's my sister's birthday, and I feel like I've been go since my alarm went off at 5:25 this morning. I feel somewhat a bit like, like too many things going on. So it's going to be really nice to just sit down. I'm going to sit down and relax and close my eyes a little bit and just relax. So it's exactly what the doctor ordered. So I can't believe how close it is to my house. Love it. I've got a good feeling about this. Got a good fucking feeling about this one. I also had a good feeling about last week's one, but like that didn't get a plan. But today's a fresh Wednesday. Keep you posted. Hello. Oh my god. I've just finished my blow wave, and that was honestly a very good blow wave. Very relaxing service. Asked if I wanted a drink. Had lemon water. Had a great head massage. Like honestly, a 10 out of 10. And the hairdresser just sweet and wholesome, and actually just wanted to be there, which again is like so rare. You'd think that it's not rare, but it's rare. She just generally was like, I love working here, I love being here, and you could actually just tell it by her energy. So I rebooked for next week at 11 o'clock, and I'm so happy. I feel so relaxed, and where before in the end I just felt like not relaxed, kind of felt on edge. But yeah, yay! And it's 5 minutes from my house, even better. I found a friend.
She's got a friend. She's not lonely.
I found a friend. Everybody, this is Don't Fuck with Jam Jam.
Fucking everyone says that.
How annoying is that?
I'm like, it's been a long time.
How annoying is that when people
Like
do that?
4 years.
Like people are like, oh my god, Maxi Taxi. It's like
Oh. Also,
Maxi
get over
Taxi.
it.
Anyway, so I
Oh,
thought
that crack. I should have done it on here. I'm gonna make Maxi try mine too.
it's so funny because you already know me. Like, I don't like lychee. Okay, but have you tried it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, did you have a lychee BCAAs?
No, that was. Fuck, what was that? No, I don't know.
That's nice.
Second sip.
That's nice.
How good
Okay,
is it?
I fuck with that.
Yeah, so you need to try more things.
I know.
Try live a little.
I do. Matt makes me do that shit all the time. So we just had a sauna, in case you're wondering. If we look a bit sweaty and like a hot mess, it's because we fucking are. Get over
Yeah.
it. That is just right there. This, it's not a Mazda. It's a Mercedes.
It's almost like those. How do I
So
do it?
it's on the side, like this. Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
I'm gonna get a Mercedes someday.
That's why we're in here. Manifest. So, what do you do for work?
I have my own beauty business.
Beauty?
Wait, I'm not ready for this. I don't even know we're doing a fucking interview. Right, hold on, let me get ready.
Who are you?
Let me get comfortable.
Anyway,
I do beauty. I'm an educator, do services, workshops, all that fun shit.
let me see if I can hear you, because all of a sudden when we're talking about yourself, you're like, I'm so shy.
I'm just shy.
Okay, we can hear her. She's not shy.
I'm hot now. I'm getting hot. I'm flustered.
So what do you reckon is the
Interview.
hardest thing? So in your educating, what do you think is the biggest thing that people struggle with the most?
For new students or people signing up? Like
Everybody. No, not people signing up, because people signing up will be like, I'm so scared. I'm like the manager. And what if I don't have clients? But what do you think is the biggest block people have in like actually being a successful person? Like, why are you successful? Why?
I think like knowing something is like one thing, but like actioning it is another thing. And like I think people think it's so much easier to do the thing, but they actually just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's like a discipline thing.
Yeah.
And people like look at other people and like, oh, it was just easy for her, or she had it this way, that's why she's successful. But it's like, no, I was not confident all the time.
Yeah. No
I
shit.
had so much like doubt in like myself.
Yeah.
But then I just like, you keep proving it to yourself, because action builds confidence, not the other way around.
Action builds confidence. I know, that's the same thing as me. People think, wow, you're so direct and blunt and you just know exactly who you are. Bitch, I couldn't even take a phone call.
Got bullied for it.
I couldn't even take a phone call!
I can't call the pizza shop.
couldn't even do that. I couldn't even
No,
do
literally,
that.
I couldn't either.
Like, literally.
I had no independence whatsoever. I couldn't go to the beach by myself. I built that all through having a business too.
Same.
Like, business teaches you so much
Yeah.
shit.
No one's gonna fucking do it for you.
Mm.
And if you don't do it, you're broke.
I fear that's not the right thing to say.
You're broke.
In
You're
your mind,
broke.
You're broken. No, that's not.
No. Broken. Broke, as in no money. If you don't do it in business, you're broke.
If you don't do it in business, you're broke.
Like, no one's gonna do it for you. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't, your actions will directly impact you in your finances.
Yeah.
And so many people say to me, like, oh, I'm just struggling with money. But in business, we have no other way. Like, if we are like,
There's no backup option.
Can't be bothered, like, posting that reel today, our finances are impacted by that. And how the fuck am I gonna pay for this car?
Yeah. And people like, they overcomplicate it and they think about it too much and procrastinate. And it's like, thinking about doing the reel is so overwhelming, but just fucking do it. It takes 10 minutes, or you can think about it for an hour.
Yeah, literally. Just
I had a student say that to me, and I'm like, are you not overwhelmed by the fact that you're not getting clients though?
That's what overwhelms me most. Like, the reel, and I hate editing content, which is funny because now I'm editing YouTube, which is like an hour-long video, and I edit reels. And you'll see, if you look on my profile on both accounts, actually not so much Hey by Maxi because I can't post on that because I get too many clients. If you look on my accounts, both of them, you'll see how consistent I used to be on both accounts. I'm still really consistent on coaching, even though I don't really need to be because I don't have really capacity, but I still do it because it's like, you have to. Not doing it, having too many drafts pisses me off.
Yeah.
In my head,
And
I'm like,
you're gonna become irrelevant.
yeah, you literally will become irrelevant. I think that's the biggest thing in hairdressing. It's what I used to tell my staff, was like, if you go on holidays, and even though it's only 2 weeks, you
Schedule
literally,
posting though, like,
yes,
set
you become
yourself up.
irrelevant. You become irrelevant like this.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
And like, don't use like holidays and excuse,
Yeah,
like, set yourself
I used
up.
to schedule it all the
Yeah.
time, and even still now I schedule it. I just realized I forgot that I posted something this morning, but that was scheduled.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you know your day and like you're gonna set it up for
Yeah.
that. Like today could have gone about it like 2 ways. I could have said, oh, I'm going to this one with Maxi, like it's an hour, and then I kind of have like the whole day will be wasted. Or like this morning I went to the gym super early, did my set, so I didn't have to stress about it, and I edited, I reckon, 5 bits of content in an hour, so I've got that already.
we at the gym
And it's
editing.
like, yeah, and like I could have, because that's my day, like Wednesdays I edit
Yeah.
content and stuff, and I knew that I wouldn't have as much time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna make it work in the morning, but I could have just been like, oh no, like I don't have time because I'm seeing Maxi.
Which is literally an hour, and like this is gonna be like 10 minutes.
Or longer, because we can yap. Girl can yap.
Okay, what is one thing that you have learned by being my friend? I literally just made these questions up, by the way. What's one thing that you feel like has been like the biggest eye-opener being my friend? And like, to be completely honest with you, like I know that I can be a hard friend because I do have high standards, and like also I keep my circle so small. I actually don't desire more friends. I'm like, like you're wasting my time, or you know, whatever. So I know that I can definitely be like one of those people that is very closed off, but I feel like, yeah, what do you
There's like so many things that I think, like, even like when I watch your stories and stuff, I'm like, fuck, I just learned a new thing. Like, there's so much I've learned from you. But I think friendship wise, probably like the open communication.
Yeah.
And like when I had something to say to you about like a problem in our friendship, or not our friendship, but like just like a little thing that I wanted to like tweak, usually I would just like let that build resentment. But I was like, no, like if I'm gonna have like deeper friendships and like actually make this work and not build resentment over time, I need to come to you and talk about it. And like we just like resolved it instantly. Like you told me how I felt, I told you how I felt, and like it was done. And like we haven't spoken about it since.
Because there's no need, because we fixed it.
But like usually I would like either react really badly at the start and like be like, you made me feel like this, you did this, and instead I like took blame.
No,
because
I
of my past.
I took the blame.
Yeah, but like when I said
I was like, oh, I'm so sorry that's how you felt, and I will
Yeah.
absolutely not do that again. I'm so sorry.
But it was more
and you were
like
like,
my experience though.
but it was
Like
your
my
own
past.
trigger.
Yeah.
But I think I just held you in that instead of being like,
Yeah.
like you need to fucking grow up. Like I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry that's how you. And I'm
Yeah.
so glad that you came to me so we can order that. Yeah.
So I
for
think
sure.
just like openness and like communication with a friend, like confrontation doesn't always have to be like a big extreme match. It can just be like, this is how I feel.
just actually a really boring conversation on a Wednesday morning.
Yeah. And like you could have like easily built resentment for me, been like, oh my god, you use me for resources and stuff, but you came to me and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, that's so true. I haven't been like a deeper friend.
Yeah.
I've been fucking surface level.
Yeah.
So like
Love that.
I would usually, if someone said that to me, be like, what the fuck, like who do they fucking think they are? But I was just like, I actually like was really open with the mindset, and I was thinking like, if someone was my friend and like they kept doing what I was doing, how would I feel? And I was like, the exact same way as Maxie.
And then just like that, resolved.
I'm scared. Okay.
No.
Oh.
Your training. So one of the biggest things our first ever, I guess, meet. So we met at the retreat. We went to a retreat, like a boot camp, I would say. It's not a retreat, like an. I just like. We went to like a army.
I'm gonna move on from that right now.
We went to like an army style retreat. Army style, and like she was there, and she was in the same room as me. And then from there, I messaged you and said let's train, and we trained. That was quite a while ago now. It was May, which feels like so long ago.
Yeah.
But and then obviously from there, like I did training program for her and all that kind of stuff. We've spoken about this before, but like touch on like how your training intensity or style has changed. Because you were saying the other day that your body is like looking so much stronger and all the things.
I think when I was training, I would stop when I would go slow. Like when it started to feel really hard and like started to like my movement was a lot slower, I'd be like, okay, cool, like I trained to failure. But like failure is like when you start to feel that slowness, is like that's where your set actually like fucking starts.
Yeah.
So like I think having that on my hand and like being like, when I start to go slow, this is when it counts.
5 more, motherfucker.
Yeah. I remember the time when I trained with you for the first time and I went slow on one rep and I was like, oh my fucking god, like she's gonna be so impressed with me. And she's like, yeah, 5 more. I was like, I'm done, bitch. Like, what do you mean?
Bye. No, your training intensity is huge now.
Yeah. Yeah, and now I'm like, and I think it was a thing of like what people would look at like me at the gym, if like, because I remember you saying like girls don't train as hard as men, like we just like go on the stairmaster and like stuff like that. But like I think I was like scared to be that person that was like breathing loudly and like that kind of thing as well.
Definitely.
I don't know, but
I definitely fell into that category too. Like I always say this to Matt, like I feel so uninspired when I go to the gym, even like when I'm traveling, like women suck. Like women overseas just suck. Like they're on the stairmaster, they're just like train a little bit of back, like a bit of glutes, like abductors, like they just suck, you know. But in Bali, like there's so many amazing athletes, men athletes, that are just like training hard, and it just like really raises your standard because you're like, whoa. But then you have bloody that influence over there who's like a really popular coach, and she just trains like a peanut. It's not inspiring. So I take a lot of my inspiration through men, and like you know, looking at Matt and the way that he trains and like the way that his body's changed, and being like, well, yeah, she's amazing and she probably edits her body, but like I'm gonna go train like that, you know. And like I am the same. Like I really want to hope to inspire girls to train harder and not be afraid to like look like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Like I die, like my heart rate's through the roof I'm sweaty, I'm a mess.
She falls into the ground and then puts her thumb in her mouth because she
Like
wants
a
to cry and
baby.
go home.
Yeah, like, you know, like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, sometimes, like, I even like roll my eyes at myself, like, oh, like this fucking sucks. But I actually feel so fulfilled when I train like that, instead of just leaving and being like, la 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 la. But I definitely think that comes with, like, after you finish the gym, yeah, you feel a sense of like satisfied, but you feel fucking tired.
Yeah, and like that also like goes into like your work ethic and stuff like that. So like when I would train to failure, I wasn't actually feeling like going to my full potential. But when I train the way I train now, it's taught me that in business I need to go to my full potential. Like everything that I've learned in the gym has like bled into my business.
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely. Couldn't agree more. They say that though. They say that like the way that the way that you are in the gym, like so many people really struggle with their mental health, right? And so what typically happens, people will struggle with their mental health and then they'll like neglect themselves and they wonder why they're stuck in that cycle. Where like for me, when I'm struggling with my mental health, because hello, yes, I'm a human, I go to the gym and that reminds me like who the fuck I am, and then it reminds me that, oh, you can show up here on the worst day of your life. You think it's the worst day of your life, and then you can go do that, and it shows me I can go to work and I can do this and I can do that. The gym teaches you so much. It teaches you more than just being strong. It teaches you like self-respect, self-respect, self-love, like your grit, just everything. Your resilience is the word I was looking for. Should know that, it's tattooed on my arm. But yeah, it teaches you like so much more than just like gym body. Like it showed me, for me, going to the gym showed me like, bitch, you got the worst mental health and you're gonna do this, and if it takes you 3 minutes or it takes you 60 minutes, you showed up. And then that
and, like,
just
delayed
compounded
gratification as well,
just
teaches you so
compounded
much.
Yeah, definitely.
And like I learned like consistency through going to the gym. Like you want to like get a trait, like you want to be more consistent or more disciplined or push harder in like your work or your business, like go to the gym and start there, and then that will like bleed into your business
Yeah,
or your work or anything.